Hello and welcome to my video tutorial on how to install the MySQL Community Server on Windows. Please note that you cannot complete the installation without administrator rights, so make sure you have access to an administrator account. First, you need to download the installer. Start by opening up a web browser and navigate to dev.mysql.com/downloads. Here, click on the link to the MySQL Community Server at the top of the page. On the Select Platform list, select Microsoft Windows as your platform and click on Download. When you see two different downloads, choose the one with the bigger file size. Finally, download the file and keep track of where you download it to. In my case, it will be to the standard download folder. After the download is complete, open the File Explorer and navigate to the downloaded file and execute it with a double click. Confirm eventual security warnings and other pop-ups. Once the installer is open, accept the license terms and click on Next. On this screen, choose Server Only to prevent unnecessary software from being installed and proceed. Click on Execute and wait until the installer is done. On the Type and Networking screen, you can choose between different configuration types. Either you can choose development machine if you want to use the PC as a development machine, for example, developing web applications or creating web pages, or as a dedicated server machine that is meant to run on a server only. In this case, I'm choosing development machine. Click Next. On the next page, you need to set the password for the administrator account. It is advisable to use a longer password composed of alphanumeric and special symbols to secure server access as best as possible. For convenience's sake, I choose a shorter password in this tutorial. From here on, you can safely click through the rest of the installation. Now click Execute and wait for the installer to set up the server and apply all settings that have been configured previously. Now we want to check if the installation succeeded and whether the server is running properly. To do that, open the Explorer and go to the server's installation folder, which, when you haven't changed the installation path during the installation, is C, Program Files, MySQL, and finally MySQL-Server, followed by the version number. Enter the bin folder. This folder holds a bunch of applications that can be used to configure the server. We are now using MySQL.exe, which can be found here, which is a command line client to connect to the server. To open a new command line window, hold the Shift key and right-click into empty space in the File Explorer window and choose the Open Command Window Here option. A new command line window looking similar to this one should appear on your screen. Click on the command line window and enter the following command: mysql.exe space -u root -p and press enter. You are now prompted for the password of the administrator account root, which you set during the installation process. Enter the password and press enter again. You should now see some text printed by the MySQL client and the new prompt that now says MySQL. If you encounter any error messages, try looking them up online or completely reinstall the server software. To see the currently existing databases, use the command show databases with a closing semicolon and press enter. As you can see, there are already some there. They are mainly used by the server itself, so try not to change them unless you really know what you're doing. If you want to create a new database, you can do that with the command create database, followed by the name of the database and with a closing semicolon. Now, if we enter the command show databases again, you can see that the database I just created has been added to the list. To delete an existing database, use the command drop database, followed by the name of the database and again a semicolon. Typing in the show databases command again, we can see that the database we created has now been deleted. The last thing I'm going to show you is the prompt customization for the MySQL client. To do that, create a new text file on your desktop and name it my.ini. Click yes in case you are getting a message and open up the file. Now write into the file, open brackets, MySQL, close brackets, and now beneath that, write prompt equals, open parentheses, \\u at \h, close parentheses, space, open brackets, \d, closed brackets, greater than, \___. Save the file, close it, and then move it to the installation folder of your MySQL server. If you now start the MySQL client again, you can see that the prompt now displays a lot more information. For example, the current user, which is root because we logged in as root, and the location of the server, which in this case is localhost because the MySQL server runs on the same machine that I'm connecting to with the MySQL client. Now, here between the brackets, it currently says none. And what this does, it displays the current database that you are working in. So if I now change databases with the command use, followed by the name of the currently existing database, we see that the none inside the brackets has changed into the name of the database I'm in. If you want to know more about prompt customization, please follow the link that is currently displayed. This concludes my tutorial on the installation of the MySQL server. I hope you found it useful.